10 supervised consumption sites are slated to close at the end of March due to their proximity to schools and daycares. That list includes 5 sites in Toronto. The neighborhood group, which operates the site in Kensington Market, as well as a childcare center, is taking the province to court, hoping to stop that from happening. The court filing argues that the Community Care and Recovery Act, legislation that the government passed last year, violates the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and that shutting down the sites will expose vulnerable Ontarians to unnecessary risk of death and disease.
There's a flaw in the basic argument of this law, which is that you can't have childcare and healthcare in the same community. We say Kensington Market wants both, needs both, and we can do both.
The province says it's that litigation aimed at keeping the sites open that prompted it to hire private investigators. In a statement, a Ministry of Health spokesperson says in part, "We've already seen criminal and violent incidents around these sites, incidents that should never happen near a school or childcare center. We have retained a third party to gather additional evidence about the impact of these sites."
They came to our childcare center and introduced themselves and said they were going door to door. And asking people what has been the impact of our service on the community. I don't know if they didn't know that we're the same organization.
Well, I've talked to several people in the neighborhood who've been approached by them.
Reverend Canon Maggie Helwig with St. Stephen's in the Fields Church, which is around the corner from the Kensington site, says the private investigators are probing for specific experiences.
They appear to be looking for negative impacts or negative perceptions. They don't want to continue conversations with people who say that they think that the site is a positive and supportive part of the community.
The government already commissioned 2 reports looking at supervised consumption services, neither of which found sites should close. One concluded that service should be expanded. The Premier said this back in August.
What they forgot to say is public consultation. And I was just wondering how you would feel if I stuck one of these beside your house. You wouldn't like it.
The charter challenge will be heard in court this March before the sites are supposed to shutter. Dale Manucdoc, CBC News, Toronto.